Hello and welcome to this installment of the Hyperion Herbs Product Showcase. Brandon here, owner, founder of Hyperion Herbs, to share with you some of the many reasons why Duanwood Reishi is my favorite herb of all time. And really, the herb that really got me interested in tonic herbs and the herb that really has had the most impact on my entire life. Deeply transformative, and I really don't think I would be where I'm at today if it were not for this herb. And even now in the present day, this herb still is helping me grow, still helping me deal with and navigate stress and the difficult situations that naturally arise from just being a human being in modern times. So reishi, in my opinion, would be the king or queen of all herbs, depending on how you want to look at it, and is the most scientifically researched herb on the planet. So it's something that has thousands of years of history, of mythological and folklore, suggesting that it's the herb of immortality, the herb of spiritual potency, the herb of longevity, the herb of good fortune, and probably why it was on the staff of the first emperor of China, an actual reishi mushroom. And then all over the Forbidden Palace in China, there's the motif of reishi, there's reishi mushrooms, there's paintings of Taoist immortals with reishi mushrooms. There's a long history of usage of this herb. Yet also now it's actually the most scientifically researched herb on the planet so far. And it's a powerful and superior class adaptogen, meaning it can help us adapt to stress and adapt to situations that we may find ourselves dealing with. It's also very immune modulatory or immune regulating. So if we have an overactive immune system, it can help calm it down. If we have an underactive immune system, it can help bring it up. It's also extremely liver protective and is is basically regarded as the most potent shen tonic. It's up there with wild ginseng as far as its ability to nurture the more spiritual, creative side of our nature. In addition to these, it's also extremely protective against radiation, free radicals, environmental stressors, potent antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-stress herb. And again, I'm having to be really brief and really quick here because there's so much reishi has to offer, which is why a few years ago I recorded an 8-hour audio course just going over the benefits and uses of reishi. And even then I was still having to be brief because 8 hours is a long time to talk about one herb. So focusing in on the liver a little bit, it's a really an important organ in our body. And within the understanding of Chinese medicine, the liver controls the distribution and flow of qi in our body, the distribution of blood, which are extremely important, obviously, because without good blood circulation, without healthy blood, without healthy energy flow, we're not really going to feel very good. And because we're under a lot of stress just from our lives, and perhaps we don't have the best diet, perhaps we don't have this idyllic lifestyle, which probably none of us do, our liver can very easily become stressed and burdened. Thus, we feel stressed and burdened. We feel depleted. Our digestion is not as good. Our sleep is not as good. Our mental thought and clarity is really not as good. So for this reason, reishi is really one of the better things that we could take, because at least from a basic scientific point of view, it's a powerful antioxidant and contains things, ganodermic acids and leucidinic acids and a host of other compounds that are very beneficial and nutritive and helpful for the liver to help us deal with the various stresses from the environment and from our food, and also just from our emotionality that we have to deal with. And reishi is definitely one of the quintessential tonic herbs for probably most of us who are dealing with some overactive conditions through stress and through trying to just accomplish too many things in such a short amount of time. Or maybe we just feel overwhelmed from emotional or spiritual things that we might be trying to deal with. Which really what got me interested in reishi in the first place was it's our ability to enhance our inner spiritual life and meditative states, and helping us increase intelligence and feeling more of a state of transcending the mundane world, which is probably why Reishi has been praised by emperors, kings, and Taoist priests for thousands of years as a tool for spiritual enlightenment, visionary awareness, and meditative clarity. And again, Reishi is pretty unparalleled in this arena for its ability to do these things, and really for its ability to keep on doing these things. Because from a personal basis, I've been taking this herb regularly for 10 years, and I'm still seeing benefits. I'm still feeling it, so to speak. I'm still noticing its calming, centering, rooting quality, and how it's still able to enhance my meditation and help me just be more clear and precise in how I'm choosing to interact with the mundane world, if you want to call it that. But it's important to realize that not all reishi are created equal. There's a lot of reishi products on the market. Most of them are not very good, not very useful, because not everyone is as obsessed with reishi as I am. And a lot of products you find on the market will not really be that potent, probably just be a waste of money. And for that reason, I've made sure that the reishi that I have is the best, because that's what I want to take, just from a strictly personal bias point of view, which is why the Hyperion herbs Duanwood reishi is cultivated naturally and is 100% organic. So it's cultivated naturally, meaning it's not grown in a warehouse somewhere, it's not grown in a lab somewhere, it's not grown on rice or corn. It's grown in the mountains, in nature, on hardwood, as reishi naturally grows, in a pristine, wild environment with other plants around it in a natural ecosystem, so the reishi feels at home, and it's grown in a way that allows it to go through its full life cycle, where the process isn't rushed or artificially forced, so that the reishi can actually be mature chemically, but also more so for the subtle energetic qualities, which is really what is interesting to me. And the powder that you'll find on Hyperion herbs is not just ground up mushroom. It's not just what you'd usually find on the market, which is just some really low potency kind of product. Because many of the products on the market today are made from mycelium, which is not actually the fruiting body of the mushroom. It's something that people can grow on rice, and it's just a lot cheaper, it's a lot faster, so people tend to go that route because no one really knows, no one really cares that much, so they're just trying to do it to make money. Whereas me personally, I want for myself to feel the effects. I want to feel the reishi, so I want to make sure that I'm going to be able to do that in the best way possible. And I want to do that in a way that still respects the integrity of the herb. Because I could have a product that's a 100-to-1 extract. I could have a product that's 70% polysaccharides or 70% triterpenes. But really, that's more of a pharmaceutical drug and less of a tonic herb. So for me, I like to concentrate the reishi at a 10-to-1 ratio, meaning there's 10 pounds of raw herb. It's concentrated down into 1 pound of extract. So that means you can take, a quarter teaspoon of the reishi powder, mix it up with hot water. You're getting a very potent dosage. That's also still respecting the full profile that reishi has to offer, because it's, it has 300 or more active constituents. So it would be silly to say that one is better than the other, one is more important than the other, when really, we just want a concentrated enough amount while still maintaining, the personality that reishi has to offer. Yet in addition to the powdered extract, I also have the powdered extract in capsules, because some people find that easier. Perhaps if you're traveling or you just don't like the taste of reishi for some reason, the capsules are a great option. And one thing I want to mention is that the powdered extract is 100% pure extract. There's no fillers, no flow agents, no binders, no nothing. It's just pure extract. And then the capsules is just the pure extract with a veggie capsule. No, nothing else is added in there. And then the spore oil is an even more potent form of reishi. That is basically the oil that is pressed from the spores from the mushroom, which the spores being kind of the reproductive essence. Which, if you want to learn more about these things, I highly recommend visiting Hyperion Herbs and reading what we have to offer on the various product pages because there's a lot of good information there. There's a lot of amazing things that reishi can do. But really, for me, reishi is actually the most transformative herb that I've ever taken, and I'm going on a solid 10 years now of taking it on a regular basis. I'm still in love with it, still excited about it, and still reaping the benefits. And for me, it's just been a really life-changing tonic herb. So thanks for watching this video. Be sure to check out HyperionHerbs.com, and I will talk to you soon.